graduates to work in Wales and across the UK if they so decide?
Mr. Speaker, first I can tell the Honourable we are working with our colleagues in the Home Office on that and other issues around skills and healthcare. I can give him that assurance. But he talked about the major problem he's facing in Wales. The major problem he's facing in Wales is a Labour government. I hope he'll agree with me with that. He agrees, he's nodding, he agrees with me. It's the Labour government, whether it's health or education. Just take health, just take Labour, Mr. Speaker, in Wales and their performance. The median waiting time for outpatients, Mr. Deputy Speaker, in Wales, did you know it's almost double that of in England? There are people waiting over 3 years in Wales. In England, the longest wait is people waiting over 2 years. Thanks to the COVID recovery plan that we set out in this House a few months ago, has been slashed by more than 2/3 in just 4 months. It will be almost zero next month. In Wales, there are thousands of people waiting 2 years, 3 years. And in fact, Mr. Deputy Speaker, 1 in 4 patients in Wales is waiting longer than a year. 1 in 4 patients in Labour-run Wales. In England, it's 1 in 20. That's far too high, and it's going to come lower. In Wales, it is 1 in 4. It's not surprising, Mr. Deputy Speaker, the honourable gentleman had nothing to say about his colleagues in power in Wales, and I wonder why. Maybe I will give way to the honourable lady. But I will give way, but I would like to hear from her, as she stands up, what she thinks of the Labour government in Wales and their abysmal performance when it comes to healthcare.